This is my business proposal presentation on September 28th, 2019. The problem summary and the issue with the organization is a high turnover rate. The high turnover rate has led to a loss of revenue, an increase in overtime pay, a drop in morale, and a decrease in proficiency among staff members. Between 2017 and 2018, the organization lost an estimated $900,000 in revenue by not having enough personnel to staff contracts with other cooperators. Between 2017 and 2018, the organization paid out $225,000 in overtime wages. A drop in morale has been noticeable among shift personnel due to having to constantly retrain new employees who continually get rehired after older employees have moved on to other organizations or decided they no longer want to work in the fire service. High turnover rates have been associated with a decrease in proficiency due to constantly retraining new employees and a lack of crew cohesion. This graph illustrates the cost due to high turnover rates and lost revenue. Lost revenue in 2017 from not having the desired number of engine bosses totaled $300,000. This number in 2018 doubled, equaling $600,000. Overtime wages paid in 2017 were $120,000, and overtime wages paid in 2018 were $105,000. If the department had the desired number of part-time members, the overtime wages could be eliminated, and if a qualified engine boss was hired onto the department, the $900,000 combined from 2017 and 2018 would have generated additional revenue for the department. Previous solutions include marketing at online venues, which took 200 hours, more stringent recruiting process, which totals $1,500 per employee, hiring an outside recruiting firm, which totaled $2,500, creating a full-time engine boss position, which was paid at $67,000 per year, a pay increase to match federal levels, which totaled $1.60 per hour per employee, and earlier seasonal job postings to compete with the federal sector, which was no cost to the department. The top three proposed solutions that were generated in the matrix were hosting a fire academy, a pay increase to not just match but to beat federal levels, and social media marketing and advertising. Hosting a fire academy has been shown to increase retention and bring on new hires that stay longer with the department. Pay increases to beat federal funding will make members of the organization stop leaving their positions for better paying ones within the surrounding communities. And social media allows for free advertising of open positions as well as increased awareness of fire department activities and roles within the community. By promoting a positive image of the department through social media, more candidates will likely apply for open positions. Of the total of 6 proposed solutions, 3 were ultimately chosen for the proposal. Hosting a fire academy entails 440 hours plus $4,000 in allotted overtime wages. Pay increase to beat federal funding, which would be $2 per hour. And social media marketing, which would take 120 hours of time per platform per year. Implementing the proposed solutions will take a variety of tasks. Hosting a fire academy. In order to implement hosting a fire academy without increasing costs, utilizing the on-duty shift personnel and the administrative staff to teach and host the academy can avoid having to hire outside personnel to teach the course. An estimated 440 hours are needed for the course, and the majority of this can be accommodated by personnel who are already on duty. Offering spots in exchange for teaching allows instructors from outside agencies to come in and to have members of their organization go through the fire academy. And 3, overtime. Budgeting $4,000 for overtime wages to employees will allow some flexibility to the administrative and on-duty staff should they not be able to attend certain days. Pay increases to beat federal levels. Currently, a 2% cost of living adjustment is added to the salary per year, so we will continue to increase salaries at 2% annually to adjust for the cost of living. With the current debt left by the former administration staff being paid at $200,000 per year, utilizing the reduction in interest being paid to supplement the cost of living adjustments will subsidize the cost of living adjustments. And last, once the current debt has been paid off, increase salaries of the line personnel to beat federal levels using the $200,000 which was going towards the loan. On to social media and marketing. Utilizing Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to market the department and open positions is a free way of advertising and promoting community awareness of the benefits of the department. An estimated 120 hours per year will be needed for this. This will be divided among staff members and administration, HR staff and line personnel, as well as staff members on shift will be responsible for various platforms. Evaluating the effectiveness of this program will be a long process. The previous 5 years will be utilized to determine the average turnover rate, while the next 3 years will be used to determine the effectiveness of the proposed solutions. Data will be gathered and compiled every 6 months to trend the turnover rate. If the percentage of employees leaving the organization has decreased by 30%, the project will be deemed successful. The total cost of the previous attempts totaled $86,360, while the current attempts are estimated at $20,400. If an increase in employee retention occurs at any positive number, the cost will be justified as previous attempts have not resulted in an increase in retention. Employee surveys will also be generated from the past 5 years and the next 3 years and data gathered to determine if personnel attitudes are improving and if the implemented solutions are effective. Employee opinions will be sought as well as for potential change to the solutions.